Hello everyone, my name is Devashish and this is an Ed Sharpner production. In this video, we are going to learn about volume of rotation about a line by disk method. Let's say such is a function that we have. Let's call it f of x. And after we have this function, we are going to rotate area bounded by this function and some line about that particular line. Due to rotation of such an area, a volume will form. Let me show you how. So let's say we are rotating this area about x-axis. So the area bounded by this particular function from say x is equal to 0 here to some x is equal to b will look something like this. So let me draw the solid which will form by the rotation of this area between the limits, and after the rotation we will see a solid like this. I'm trying my best to draw a good diagram here. So this is the kind of solid that will form. Our objective for this video is to find such a volume formed between some x is equal to 0 to x is equal to b. All we have is the function and the limits are given to us. Now how to get this volume? Let us understand the basic concept first. So this is an irregular shape. We use disk method to calculate such volume. In disk method, what we do is from the line about which we are rotating the area bounded, all right, we draw a perpendicular line anywhere from line to the curve. So this is a kind of line we might get, all right. And now let's say this is a radius of some disk. So this is a kind of disk we get with this radius. So let us calculate the area of this disk. The disk is circular and the radius we are looking at is basically f of x. If the center of the disk is x distance away from the initial point. Therefore, the area of such a disk is equal to pi times f of x square. Alright. Now if I decide to give some thickness to this disk, then the disk will look like this. Let this thickness be dx. We can assume that the radius does not change in that particular duration for the disk, and therefore we can write volume of the disk is equal to area of the disk, which is pi times f of x square times dx. We can say this volume of the disk is the small volume, which is dv. So dv is basically pi times f of x square times dx, all right. And therefore using integration, now we can integrate for the entire graph, which will calculate the total volume of this figure. So v will be integration dv, all right, and this integration dv is basically pi times f of x square dx, and the limits are going to be from initial point to the final point. Here initial point is x is equal to 0 and the final point is x is equal to b. So let's write that. So this formula gives you the volume of a solid figure, which is the result of the rotation of the area bounded by some f of x and some line, and the line in this case is x-axis. We'll try to get the volume of a known figure using this formula, and we will cross check it because we know the standard volume of that figure. So let us calculate the volume of a cone. So let's say we have a line given by the equation y is equal to 3x, all right. And let's say we are rotating the area bounded by y is equal to 3x and the x-axis from x is equal to 0 to say x is equal to 5. The rotated area would look like a cone. So we will have the rotated area as a cone like this. Now let us compute the volume using the formula that we know. We know that the volume of such a figure will be given by integrating the volume for a disk like this, and the radius of the disk is going to be f of x. The volume of such a disk with some thickness dx is given by pi times f of x square times dx, and therefore we know that volume will be pi times f of x square dx, and the limits for x are x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 5. Y is equal to 3x is nothing but f of x is equal to 3x. So remember that. So in this case, volume can be computed as integration 0 to 5 pi. Instead of f of x, now we can write 3x squared dx, which is nothing but pi times integration 0 to 5 9x squared dx. The volume here will be pi times integration of 9x square, which is 9x cubed by 3, and the limits are 0 to 5. So ultimately the volume is 3 pi times 125, or you could say it is 375 pi cubic units. Now let us verify if we got the correct answer. We know that this is a cone with radius of f of x. So radius of this cone is actually 15, because at x is equal to 5 the height here is 15, which is nothing but the radius of the cone, what we usually know. So if radius of the cone is 15 units and the height of the cone, which is horizontal right now, but let's say that's the height. So height of the cone is 5. Then in such a case, volume of the cone is given by 1 by 3 pi r square h. And that is nothing but 1 by 3 times pi times 15 square times 5, which is equal to 375 pi cubic units. So we have verified we get the correct answer using this formula. Now, what if we are not rotating the area around x-axis? What if we are rotating the area around some other line? We just have to do some minor changes. Let's see how. So let us say this is the function that we have, and we are rotating the area between f of x and some other line which has equation y is equal to, say, some c. If we are rotating the area between y is equal to c and f of x around y is equal to c, we get a volume like this. And in such case, again, we use the disk method, and we are interested in finding the area of that disk. So first of all, draw a disk like this, which has its center on the given line y equal to c. Remember that this is the x-axis and this is the line y equal to c. X-axis has the equation y is equal to 0. In such a case, note that this radius is the sum of this distance and this distance. This distance is f of x, and this distance in the downward direction is basically minus c. Remember, c is negative because this line is below x-axis. So if we subtract a negative quantity from f of x, it will be a positive sum. So the radius r can be given as f of x minus of c, because c is negative. So in the computation, this will give a positive result, and therefore we can write down the volume of the rotation of this area between the function f of x and the line y is equal to c as volume is equal to integration a to b, where a and b are the limits of the rotation for the given area, pi times the radius square, which is f of x minus c square dx. This is the formula for the rotation of any given area about the line y is equal to c. Next, we will come up with the volume of rotation by shell method and the washer method, which are also very interesting methods. So please subscribe if you have not, so that you won't miss the videos. Please give us a like if you like the video, and also share with all the aspirants who are working on calculus and would like to learn more. We will see you soon with another video. Till then, ज्ञान पीते रहिए.